The meeting room suddenly turns icy, not because the air conditioner drops, but because of the silence that crashes down right after your final sentence. Your stomach tightens, cold sweat beads in your palms even though you know you've just delivered a flawless presentation. Sharp data, impeccable logic, you shone, undeniably. But instead of applause, you get a dry throat-clearing sound. A thin smile slices across the room, sharp as a razor grazing skin. That gaze doesn't land on the report. It drills straight into your confidence. No one says anything harsh, yet the air has already changed color, and your intuition whispers something terrifying that logic hasn't caught up with yet. You've just stepped onto a minefield using nothing but your own talent. You once believed a sweet lie: do good work and you'll be recognized. That being better meant being safer. That belief works like a high-dose painkiller. You swallow it and suddenly it feels safe to give everything you have. But the relief wears off faster than you expect. Because strange signs begin to surface. Ideas you stayed up all night building are now presented by your boss in a new tone. Your name accidentally slips off important email threads. Public praise evaporates, replaced by stiff pats on the shoulder. At first, you suspect yourself. Maybe you're overthinking. Maybe you weren't tactful enough. Maybe you're just too sensitive. No, you're not wrong. But you did make a fatal mistake in the world of power. You made someone feel like they were fading. And there is no darkness more dangerous than the shadow cast by an ego that feels threatened. Psychology names this phenomenon with a brutal survival rule: never outshine the master. In any hierarchical system, companies, families, even animal packs, the brain of the person on top guards one thing relentlessly: status. To the primitive brain, status isn't vanity, it's life. Access to resources, a guarantee of safety. When you shine too brightly, too clearly, too competently, too correctly, the brain of the one above you doesn't register a talented subordinate. Their amygdala screams a single message: threat. And when the animal brain detects a predator, it doesn't reason, it doesn't negotiate, it switches to fight mode. The source of light must be dimmed for safety to be restored. You're not punished because you did something wrong. You're restrained because you were right beyond what was permitted. This isn't a skill failure. It's an instinctive one. The world will throw loud, feel-good advice at you. Hollow slogans dressed up as wisdom. Good trees don't fear standing tall. Just be yourself and success will follow. It sounds comforting. It's also useless, because those lines pretend ego and envy don't exist. Here's the brutal truth. On the chessboard of power, naivety is a crime. Shining isn't always smart, and hiding your talent isn't always hypocrisy. The issue isn't how capable you are, it's who you're capable in front of and when. We don't learn to extinguish our light, we learn to use a lampshade, to soften the glare so it doesn't scorch the fragile egos of those holding authority. This isn't submission. This is advanced emotional intelligence. You have to dismantle a dangerous belief: if I'm good enough, the world will be fair. No. Power doesn't operate on fairness. It runs on the sense of safety of the person who holds it. So here's a question, one that may sting a little. Where in your life are you being punished for doing too well? And where are you offering your talent freely to someone who lacks the capacity to receive it? Remember this: not every soil can grow strong seeds, and not every master deserves your absolute loyalty. If you have to play dumb just to stay safe, that's not where you belong. That's a place to learn a survival lesson and leave once your wings are strong enough. If you've ever been crushed for being too capable, you're not imagining things. You're simply playing a game whose rules you hadn't read yet.
Stay here. We're not learning how to become cunning or cruel. We're learning how to stop being so naive that we offer ourselves to a minefield. Because the peak of wisdom isn't shining like the midday sun at all times. It's knowing when to blaze and when to become a star that thrives in the dark.